probably don't need to tell you who I am. I think the word's gotten around. Good morning, fellow graduates and students. Students, I don't think anymore, right? And guests. For me, like most of you, it's been a long journey, a long trip. Some of you measure it in years, I've measured it in decades, okay? At last year's WGU Washington graduation ceremony, where I received my bachelor's degree, I had the dubious distinction of being the oldest person there at 76. Well, this year I'm back. Now I'm the oldest graduate at 77 in an MBA. So, and as Scott so kindly pointed out, I'm only the second oldest to graduate from WGU, which is kind of a plus, maybe. Okay? Although I'm currently working, I have to tell you, on a doctorate in theology, so I'm not done yet, and I'm not going to bore you with all the other things, but I have no plans to set the age record, which is, I think, 81, here at WGU. Unless they introduce a doctorate program, then maybe I might consider it. But I wouldn't rule it out. And let me tell you why I won't rule it out. And this is the key thing, okay? I won't rule it out because I believe lifelong learning is absolutely vital to getting along and doing what you need to do in society. I have really, as I look at it, acquired knowledge many ways over the years. I've been in business, I've done a lot of different things, but no matter the stage of life, whether you're 17 or 77, education keeps us going. Education is what it's about. And I'm convinced it allows us to better contribute to society and to our communities. And if you fail along the way to keep up in this information age, and I'll turn to some of you I know out here in the audience who have trouble texting and say, you know, you've got to keep up, you got to learn. Okay. Lifelong learning is learning how to adapt to change. And change is always there. Change doesn't go away. Like I said earlier, it's been a long journey for a lot of us. Me in decades, some of you in years, some of you might be decades. Okay, I served in the Marine Corps for 5.5 years. Hey, hoorah! Okay. I've been an entrepreneur. I've owned a number of businesses. I've helped a number of startup businesses get going. I always like to tell people that it was me and Al Gore that invented the internet, so I've been in business for a while, okay? There've been plenty of ups and downs. If there's one thing I know about being out in the world, is it's going to be up, it's going to be down, but it's going to go on. And if you haven't continued your education, you're going to get left behind as it goes on. Okay, many opportunities are out there. It's just a matter of taking advantage of them. And that's the one bit of wisdom I could impart to you today. No matter how long you walk this earth, the one constant is change. Change will always happen. The world keeps spinning, new players enter the game, innovation occurs, and what is now status quo will crumble into antiquity. Success is the infrastructure in the information age that makes it happen. And what I found so special about WGU, about this university, WGU Washington provides mid-career adults, people like yourselves, with an opportunity to move on. Yes, we don't have the social social things of the campuses at some of the other bigger colleges, but we have meaning, we have something to do. We're moving on. Okay? Most academic institutions still focus on students spending time in seats, spending 13 weeks learning something that when you took the last course you took, you said, well, I already know this. And you took, the pre-assessment and you were out of it. During my experience, both as a WGU student and a WGU volunteer, and I volunteered for helping at fairs and things like that, I've become a strong believer in the university as a model, the competency model, the whole way WGU works. As a businessman, I appreciate the low cost of tuition, and believe me, I understand the low cost of tuition after all I've been through in education. I would hate to tell you what my other master's degree cost me, which was 4 times more than what WGU cost me for an MBA. I'm confident that WGU's programs are as good or better than most in any other traditional university. Yes, it's been a long journey to this point, but we're all proof that it can be done. And from this day forward, as a WGU graduate, we have the opportunity to inspire others to pursue and achieve their educational and career dreams. I strongly encourage you to advocate publicly about the university. Let people know about it. Participate in university events. Be part of the Alumni Association. Stay involved. And when called upon to volunteer, if you get an email asking you if you can volunteer for 2 hours at a fair or some other function, serve. And I've been there and I can tell you what happens. When you, as a former student, as an alumni, stand up and talk to somebody who is considering it, your story is the big difference. That's what they want to hear. So do so enthusiastically, because all of you now are the living embodiment of the wonderful benefits of this university and the lifelong learning that's available to you here with WGU. Thank you.